It has been a pretty long time since I've done one of these videos, and it's been a very long time since I've worn this hat. Shout out to this kid, or wherever, I don't know. Shout out to that kid who originally started it like 3 years ago when I was kind of starting YouTube. It's been a while. It's good to know that I haven't really changed much from, the age of 16 to now. Anyway, you probably clicked on this video wondering what's going on. We're going to talk about a few things. First of all, the Madden 24 beta, the closed beta. We're going to go over that, how you get into it. The link is in the description. I found out from Eric Rayweather. Eric Wayweather found out from Twitter by EA. So if you want to sign up for it, you have the rest of this week to figure it out. And then we're also going to be talking about the 5 things that will make Madden 24 a make or break, because this is a make or break year. And it's going to be very interesting. I've been playing Madden for a very long time, and it seems like the community is completely fed up with franchise mode. Ton of glitches. We're going to get into it, and we just need to talk about it. Like, if you want to buy this game, if EA does at least like 3 of these 5 things, the game should be pretty good. If they don't buy the game. That's all I'm going to say. I do Madden content for a living, and I'm telling you, if they don't do 3 out of 5 of the things that I'm going to list, don't buy the game. With that being said, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated, and turn on that bell notification. With that being said, we're going to get into the video, and yeah, that's all I got. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here we are. We are kind of on Google. As I said, you click on the link, and then you'll kind of end up here. It says Madden register. From here, you don't need to sign in quite yet. All you want to do is click this register button. I'm going to be getting the beta, so I don't really have to do this again. But if you want to do it again, you can absolutely do it again. And you can either choose like PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, aka Steam, because guess what? Madden is actually going to be hopefully cross-platform this year, because they are now moving PC to the current gen, not past gen. So PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC should all be the current gen. All you have to do is either put in your EA username with your phone number or email, and then the password, or you can just easily click on Xbox, your PlayStation, or the Steam account, sign in. You'll press sign in. You just want to kind of confirm it. You got to put in after that your name, first name, last name. The email should appear, and then just press confirm. You should get a registration. It should be available to you on June 8th. But that's all you really have to do. It's super, super easy. I would totally recommend doing it if you haven't done it already. Besides that, I have the second link right here, and I will put this down in the description as well. This is pretty much, it came out February 21st, 2023. EA Sports Madden 24 will reportedly be make or break video game franchise. So I guess kind of talking about, if you don't know everything that's been going on with Madden 23, around 60% of people's franchise modes, online franchise modes, were corrupted in Madden 23. EA came out and was like, hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you a free beta. So if you want to play the beta, give us feedback. We want to hear your feedback, because they're focusing heavily this year in Madden 24 on the, I guess, on the gameplay. And, well, not just the gameplay, but also the franchise mode. They've really made a big emphasis on franchise mode, offline franchise mode, and recommitting to that mode once again, which they should have done forever ago, because they started to, but then they stopped. But that's another story. They said that they were going to be working on like the commissioner settings and stuff, and then they were also going to be working on the offline mode and career mode. So like, I don't know, like superstar mode from like Madden 11, that should be coming back hopefully in some capacity. That's at least what they've told us. And if anything that they've told us is true, it is that hopefully it will be coming back and it will be good. Now what the article pretty much just talks about here, EA Sports Madden 23 saw even more of the game's player base move elsewhere after bugs and glitches made the ever-popular franchise mode nearly unplayable. This is both with Ultimate Team, but also franchise mode with the corrupted franchises. 60% were corrupted. It didn't work. And so what then they kind of go on to talk about, according to one report from Insider Gaming, Madden NFL 24 will be a make or break release with the franchise. He is actually a pretty reliable source. And so he reported that Madden NFL 24 will be a make or break release for the franchise. Big changes are coming. The negative response to the game, which management believes is completely justified, has forced many inside EA to have a now or never mentality. What this kind of tells me is that we're kind of getting, EA's kind of stepping in like, hey, you either are going to make this thing good or you're fired, and we're going to have to go ahead and try something else. Because if this game doesn't do well, and as we've seen in Madden like 19, Madden 20, Madden 21, 22, 23, the ratings have been terrible, the effort's been terrible, glitches have come out at the beginning of the game, franchise mode has barely been touched. It hasn't been good. Now, I will say recently, franchise mode has been getting a couple of new updates, at least in Madden 21 and Madden 22. We got, in Madden 23, we got the new franchise free agency mode. That's been good. They didn't adjust the contracts, but we did get a new free agency. And then we also did, I believe, last year, Madden 22, we got brand new scouting, which was buggy as hell, but it was good. We also did get coaching, I guess like staff coaching and stuff, which it seems to be good. The coaching carousel has kind of been implemented. But I noticed after around 20 years of your Madden franchise, it seems that like if you try to hire a new like defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator, there aren't any available. There was a glitch. I don't know if it happens in Madden 23. I haven't gotten that far in my franchise, but I can say it happened in 22, and my bet is that they haven't changed much of it from then. Then it kind of goes on to talk about, let's see, gaming shared some of the anticipation changes overcoming the game, with arguably the most important taking effect before it even releases this fall. Reportedly, players who experience the franchise mode glitch will receive a 50% discount on Madden 24. They'll also receive an invite to Madden 24's closed beta, which did happen yesterday. I think everybody got emails yesterday who had like an issue with it. If you didn't, reach out to EA because you should get that. Of just getting a closed beta so you can play it. Instead of actually having to register. I mean, you can register anyways, but you shouldn't have to register if you had that issue. The poor response to last year's game was completely justified, according to EA management. So EA is actually taking accountability, according to this article, and just being like, yo, like, we know we messed up. We need to step our game up. Which, for EA to step in, like the management team, not just the franchise or just the Madden team, for EA to step in and be like, yo, this is now or never, that's insane. That's the first time I believe this has happened. All we need now is the NFL to step in. And maybe that has stepped in because I'm assuming that if EA is willing to step in, the NFL probably knows what's going on. Straw also noted that the development team is focusing on single-player modes and the overall offline experience. So this is what we're expecting to see. This is what EA has said. I can report that. That is confirmed. This will be a massive change from the several past games which primarily push players towards the microtransaction-heavy Ultimate Team, also known as MUT. I'm not a MUT hater. The only reason why I don't play MUT is because it is super microtransaction-heavy. So why would I spend money out of my pocket playing a game that I already bought for $60? Doesn't make sense. It's stupid. If you like, I like the concept of MUT. I do it in MLB The Show, and I can play that game without spending any money and have a really good team. You can't really with Ultimate Team and Madden. It's stupid. The next installment in the Madden series is likely to be released this August, bearing an unforeseen delay in the development since 2021. Every game has released between August 2nd and the 31st. So, as far as I know, in terms of the EA development, things that are kind of different is that Madden is going to be, the beta is coming out in early June. In past years, has come out in late June, early July. Which is really good because that means it gives us probably the developers more time to correct things. And I think it's really good that they're asking for feedback for, I guess, Madden 24. The question is, though, are they actually going to listen to the feedback? We don't know. In previous years, they've been like, oh, yes, like, we will listen, but then they don't listen, and that's been the main problem. Now, when it comes into, like, exactly what they're going to be putting in, the 5 things that they absolutely need to address in Madden 24, and I'm a bit worried because they haven't addressed all of it, is, first of all, they need to address gameplay. The gameplay in Madden 23 on current gen, which is Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, it's been good. The only problem is that, like, it's still a bit buggy. It seems like it's a little bit more realistic in terms of when a guy hits, he'll fall backwards versus he'll fight for like 10 yards forward. I'm not saying that the game has physics because it still doesn't. It's all very much animation based. They just say it's physics. But what they really need to do is focus on the gameplay, make the blocking and offensive line better. Number one thing, if the offensive line isn't better, we're going to have some problems. Second thing, they need to fix the basic glitches in franchise mode. This is going on between just like trading players, signing players, the IR. For the love of God, Madden, please fix the IR. So just basic improvements with franchise, enhancing the game mode for both offline and online. That absolutely needs to take place because if we don't have that, you're not going to want to play franchise mode. I am tired of having, like, putting a guy on IR, not being able to take him off until like 10 weeks later. And then another time when, like, same season, another guy gets hurt, he's out for 10 weeks. I put him on IR and I can't take him off for the rest of the season. They need to keep the game accurate to the NFL. If the NFL changes something, EA should change something, and they should do it appropriately, not just do a shortcut. So it's just stupid. They need to fix the IR. They need to fix the coaching staff. I love what they did with the coaching staff, but they need to add on more to it. They gave us a little bit, but they haven't touched it since. They need to address it. Now, the next thing is they need to follow up on everything that they've been saying that they're going to be fixing. What I mean by this is that they talked about how they're going to be recommitting to offline and online franchise mode. We need to have more commissioner tools. If you look at MLB The Show, if you look at 2K, you can change the leagues. You can make it so, like, you can have like 6-team divisions. You should be able to do that. You can change the length of how long you can play your franchise mode. It shouldn't just be 30 years in Madden. You should make it like 50 years, 80 years. Like, it should be way better. And they also need to change up the scouting. They fixed the scouting a little bit in Madden 23, so you can actually see, like, the appropriate things that you need to see in terms of, like, when I'm looking at a running back, I should see their accuracy, throw power, and, like, their change of direction. Instead, and I guess in Madden 22, you didn't see that. It was like, oh, look, like, he has great injury, and oh, he can't juke. Like, I don't want to know if my quarterback can juke. I don't want to know if he can throw it accurately. So they absolutely need to, like, commissioner tools need to be enhanced. Like, it's 2023. The game is going to be 2023, 2024. They're by far the farthest behind in commissioner tools. Number 4, MUT. And I know this is a bit of a big ask here, but they really, really, really got to try to not do microtransactions. I know, the 2017 Battlefront 2 they were, like, in big trouble because of microtransactions, where it wasn't even, in my opinion, I don't know how Madden hasn't gotten away with this yet, but they literally make you spend money in order to make your team good. It shouldn't be that way. They need to absolutely just revamp the system. They need to fix it. I don't know what else to say. It's really frustrating because I would love to play with, like, Randy Moss and Jerry Rice and, like, all these, like, 99 Hall of Fame players, but I can't. I'm not going to spend, $50 just to, like, get these coins so I can get the players. It just doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? And then number 5, since we're talking about franchise mode, first of all, this is kind of a side note, they absolutely, if they're saying that they're going to be fixing these things, they need to make sure that these things are in the game right when the game comes out and that they work and they're functional. That's the problem with EA. They'll talk about all this great stuff, but they don't add anything new, really. They'll just re-implement things that were gone 5 years ago, and they come out buggy and half done. They're like, oh, we'll just add it in later. Like, no. If you guys knew this has been going on since the middle of Madden 23 season, they should have been working on this since then. It should be out now. Now, what the main point for number 5 is that the recommitment to offline gameplay. Now, obviously, there should be a difference between online and offline. I'm not saying that they need to make offline, like, absolutely insane to compare to online, but they at least need to put a little bit more commitment into offline because they're the exact same experience. It's just that online you can play with friends, offline you can't. And we need to also be talking about the gameplay in terms of, in terms of the player mode. This is separate from the actual franchise mode. The player mode, the past 3 years, like, they've had Snoop Dogg on it. They've pretty much where you get to make a quarterback, you get to play the combine, which, by the way, is not even that good. You don't even get to run the 40-meter dash appropriately. You just press A, like, 2 times, and then it shows you, like, you get, like, a 4.5 or a 4.7 or 4.3, and those are your only options. Like, the story mode's been terrible. If they say they're going to be making it better, they need to make it better. I'm expecting, like, at least something that was close to Madden 11 in terms of the superstar mode, where you can do the bench press, you can do, like, mini games, and, like, you can actually work your guy up. It is worth noting that the NFL college football game, not the NFL, but the college football game that EA is making is going to be coming out in 2020, I think 2024, I believe. So not this year, but next year. And it should hopefully align with the new player mode that's going to be implemented in Madden 24 if they do it correctly. Now, if they don't fix all of these things, we're going to have some problems because Madden absolutely needs to fix these things. If they don't, as they said, it's make or break. And I'm going off of what they're saying. If EA is saying that it's never or now or never, it's now or never. 2K is coming back into the industry. Shoot, Maximum Football is coming back into the industry. I'd rather play those games if Madden is not at least willing to put in more than the bare minimum effort in terms of Madden. just like gameplay and franchise mode. Those are the two things that everybody's been asking for. If they don't make a recommitment to those things, that's going to be a problem. Okay, well, that was a lot of information, and I hope it was helpful to you guys. For some reason, my camera just isn't working. It's being super laggy, so we're just doing it this way. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please do make sure to, once again, hit that thumbs up button if you guys did like this type of content. Comment down below what you guys think about Madden 24. Do you think EA is actually going to make the game good, or is this going to be at the end of Madden as we know it? With that being said, make sure to go check out my social media. I do TikTok, I do Instagram, and I am on Twitter. And make sure to comment down below and subscribe. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.